If I see people having IP infringement on their creative maps, I will not say a word about it. I'll think to myself, maybe like, to be honest with you, I don't even know if thought would cross my mind, but even if I looked at it and go, you know, that might not be allowed, I'm not going to go comment under it. I'm not going to go complain to Fortnite, but I understand everybody upset about it, especially as UEFN creators, because these people are taking players away. These people are oftentimes getting their maps, well, not, I don't want to say oftentimes, sorry, but it does happen where these maps do reach discovery, and that takes away room from a lot of people who are working very, very hard and following all the rules. Of course, you can't just use Marvel things and toss it in your map, toss it in discovery, but at the end of the day, it's also kind of not your problem. The problem with this is everybody is masking it, and I wholeheartedly believe the vast majority of people are just virtue signaling for the sake of virtue signaling, and also they want these things taken down, and they... I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? Before I say it, you watching this video may have very pure intentions. You watching this video, if you're a UEFN dev, you may not be the type of person I'm talking about. I believe a good 80-90% of the chunk of people who are complaining about this type of stuff kind of have this mindset. They made a map, they put their heart and soul into it, they are updating it every single day, but at the end of the day, they're not getting players. Nobody's following them on Twitter, nobody's favoring their maps, nobody's liking their maps, people are going into their map, people are leaving their map, and they can't cope with the idea, or they can't understand the idea, or take in the idea that their map might not actually be playable because of how much hard work has actually gone into it. I mean, by playable, I mean that nobody actually wants to play it. So instead of taking responsibility, they cope, and they say, okay, they'll find something to be outraged about. They'll say, this Marvel map, my map might actually be in Discovery if it wasn't for this slop right here. I believe this to be the case with most people. They are looking for reasons to not blame their own work and their own map, and their map not necessarily being the most fun. It's a lot of people that can't understand and deal with the idea of failure, and instead, and the problem is too, I see this in the YouTube world all of the time where people will just make a piece of crap video. It's the algorithm. It's all of these people using clickbait, and it's everybody's problem except their own problem. Guys, think about it this way, okay? Think about it this way. I'll use Dagwummy as an example. Dagwummy is a very good friend of the channel, and he has one of the biggest and most successful creative maps and one of the greatest ideas there is and has ever been put into Discovery before. A lot of people are copying Dagwummy, okay? Do you think somebody like Dagwummy is sitting down and worrying about some random person uploading their map and IP infringement? Do you think he's sitting back and worrying about that? No, he's focused on making the best experience that he possibly can.